Hello, I'm Maria. Welcome to my reality beginner's crochet class. Now, get your crochet material ready and let's begin. Students, to begin our class we need to have a ball of medium weight yarn and a crochet hook USA H8 5 millimeters. And the first step to follow is to make a slip knot. There are different ways to make it. One of them is to roll your yarn around your fingers and the crochet hook and the loop you pull through and you have your first slip knot. You can hold your needle any way that you want to, the way that feels comfortable for you. It's alright to hold it in the knife way or to hold it like a pencil. I prefer myself to hold it as a pencil. And then I use my left hand and I get the size of the yarn that is coming from the ball of yarn between my index and the middle finger, and with my thumb and the middle finger also I hold the other end of the yarn and I begin working in this position, keeping some distance between the slip knot and the first loop from the yarn that is holding on my fingers. So I go under the yarn and I catch through and pull through the loop. That is our first chain. We hold it with the thumb and middle finger and go back again under the yarn, and with the hook we pull through the loop and we have another chain. We continue going this manner and having more chains going under, grabbing your yarn and pull through. Come back again under the yarn with your hook, you pull through the loop and you had another chain. And we are keeping moving in that direction until we had a nice foundation chain, which is the base of any project that you do in crochet. So after we have certain number of chains in this base, you can see now that the front of the work that you're going to do has the shape of a V. Those are the chains. And to begin counting how many chains you have in that foundation chain, you begin from the last chain that you make. That is without counting the loop that is in your hook. So if you count in this chain, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 chains. The slip knot doesn't count as a chain. So we had 12 chains in this foundation chain. This is the front side of your work, and the wrong side is all the little loops that you see like a bumps in the side. This is called the wrong side of your work, and this is the right side of your work. So we have the first base to begin working crochet. Now we are going to begin another basic stitch. Crochet has different basic stitches to work in projects. The first one that we did was the slip knot, and we had the chain. After the chain, we work in single crochet, half double crochet, and treble crochet. Those are the basic stitches in crochet that can help you to work in any project. Well, let's make a chain now again to review our slip knot and begin working with single crochet. So let's review. Slip knot, get the hook, pull your yarn through. We have slip knot, adjust it to the size of the needle, hold your hook, get your yarn in between your fingers, hold the other side of the yarn with you with your thumb and your middle finger and go under, pull through the loop, pull down your foundation chain and go again, and we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 chains. Now we're going to begin with single crochet. Double crochet on a chain. You need to skip the first chain. That doesn't count the one that is in the loop, just the first chain. So we're going to be working this time on the top loop. That's something else that I need to let you know. And it's that in a chain you see the top loop and the bottom loop. This time we're going to be using just the top loop to begin working out single crochet. So we insert the needle holding the yarn in the same way. You insert your needle, not in the first chain, but in the second one, top loop. Go under your yarn and you do a yarn over. You come through the loop, and now we have 2 loops. We go again, yarn over the hook, and we come through those 2 loops. That is our first single crochet. Let's go and make another one. Next chain, top of the loop, and we go and catch our yarn and we come through the loop. We have 2 loops, yarn over the hook, and we come through the 2 loops. We have 2 single crochet. We continue working through the end of this foundation chain. On the top loop, we have 2 loops now. Go under, cut your yarn, and you come through. Go back again. On the top loop of your foundation chain, we have 2 loops, cut your yarn or yarn over, and we pull through the 2 loops. Insert your hook on the top loop and pull through, yarn over the hook, and you come through the 2 loops. Come back again, insert your hook, top loop, pull the yarn through, and yarn over, and we have 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, and we pull that loop through the 2 loops. Come back again, and we finish all across this foundation chain, keeping the same motion. And you notice that I have been holding my work with my thumb and my middle finger. That's one of the best way to do it. And the rest of the chain is resting in the other side. So we have the 2 loops. You have to do a yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. Go back again, another single crochet, yarn over the hook, and we come through the 2 loops. We had 1 chain left, so we work it out. Come through. Well, we had a boo-boo here that we had to fix. I have to tell you that there are many different kind of yarns, and all of them have different numbers of plies. The plies are the different numbers of thread that a piece of yarn has. This one in particular has 4 plies. So that means that we need to keep all the four plies together. When I was making my last single crochet, accidentally I pulled one of them out, and that is not correct. You have to work it out because that doesn't look good in a project that you want to make it look beautiful. So let's go back again to our last chain, and we work in the top loop, yarn over, and we come through, and we have 2 loops, yarn over, and come through those 2 loops. Now we had a complete row of single crochet. Let's count. We began from the loop that is on the hook. We count the first single crochet, and you see all of them have the shape of a V in each chain. That's what we're going to be counting. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 single crochet. The first chain that you use is called a turning chain. That doesn't count as a single crochet. Okay, now let's work in another row of single crochet. We have to make chain 1 and turn your work to the left. And we're going to be working now on the first single crochet in the row. You're going to insert your needle under the 2 loops that make the previous row. So we go in, catch our yarn over, and come through those 2 loops. Go back again, yarn over, and pull through. We have first single crochet in the second row. Go back again and be sure that you're getting into under the 2 loops, the 2 loops that are the previous row of single crochet. So we have yarn over the hook and we pull through. We have 2 loops, yarn over, and pull the 2 loops. Come back again, same thing. And we do all this all the way across at the end of the row. So we continue moving and going in, pull our yarn through. We have 2 loops, yarn over, and come through the 2 loops. Go back again, moving your needle, doing the motion that you need to get the single crochet. Come back under, pull the yarn, go under, yarn over, and pull. Insert your needle, pull your yarn. You have 2 loops, yarn over the hook, and you come through the 2 loops. Come back again, another single crochet, yarn over the hook, and we come through the 2 loops. We have 1 more single crochet left, so we have to work in that last one. That is the end of our second row of single crochet. So now you can see again all the V shape of the stitches, and we can count because we have to have the same number of stitches that we had in the foundation chain. We had 10, so we're going to have 10 again in the row. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. To continue working this way, you always turn with chain 1 to do your single crochet. Now you turn your work, go in the same direction that we did before in the previous row, yarn over the hook, you pull your yarn through, and you have 2 loops. Yarn over the hook, and you pull the 2 loops. We're going to be working all across to the end of the row, and we have to have 10 single crochet. So we're moving just a little faster, and go again, insert your hook, pull through 2 loops, yarn over the hook, and you pull the 2 loops. Then go back again, same motion, another single crochet. Let's go farther to the end of the row. Okay, insert your hook, pull your yarn, 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. Another one, and we have 1 left. We come through both loops, pull 2 loops, yarn over, and we had another, and our last single crochet in the third row. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We have 10 single crochet. If you continue working in this pattern all the way up, you always keep the same number of stitches when you turn with chain 1. The next basic stitch in crochet is the slip stitch. I'm going to be using the same swatch that I used to teach you how to make the single crochet to practice the slip stitch. I'm going to turn my work without making any chain, just holding the hook and the loop. And we are going to be working in the first single crochet. To do the slip stitch, we insert the needle in the single crochet underneath the 2 loops. You're going to do a yarn over and you're going to pull your yarn through. You're going to have 2 loops, but that loop has to come through to the first loop, and that is a slip stitch. You can make a pause when you do it until you get more adjust to the stitch. Go back again, insert the hook. We do a yarn over and pull through, and that loop has to come through the next loop. That is a slip stitch. We go back again, we do a yarn over, pull through, and you take that loop through the next to that loop. So I'm going to do it in a motion that you don't have to stop. You go in underneath the 2 loops from the previous row, you get a yarn over and you pull through all the way through the loop. So you don't make a stop in there. Go back again, yarn over and pull through the loop. Come back again, go in, got your yarn and pull through the loop. All the way up. We're going all the way. Just yarn, insert the hook, pull your yarn through, and the loop. Come back again, pull through the loop. Go back again, and we finish a row of a slip stitch. See, they have the same shape of the chain, and this is called slip stitch. Let's make another row. Let's turn our work, and we are going to be working now into only 1 loop. We're going to be using this in the back right here, and we're going to work in the second one for you to see the look that is different when you work from single crochet. So we go in, yarn over the hook and pull through the loop, just inserting your needle only in 1 loop. Go back again, insert your hook and pull through. Go back again, pull and pull again, and see, we have now, this is the row that we made before with the slip stitch, and this is another one. If you keep moving this way, you have all a continuous row of slip stitch. I'm holding now 2 crochet hooks. This one is the one that we have been using to teach the chain, the single crochet, and the slip stitch. But now I have a tip for you, and it's using a larger size of needle to do the foundation chain, because sometimes the tension on the foundation chain and the ending row of your project will be different, because sometimes we tend to make the chain not as loose as it needs to have a very, very nice project. So we're beginning with our slip knot. Get your yarn, your needle in the loop, and you pull through, and we have a slip knot. Adjust it to the side of the needle and begin working the chains. 1 chain, 2 chains, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 12 chains here. And remember, this is the front and this is the back. This is the right side and this is the wrong side. Now I switch again to the needle that we are going to be using for our half double crochet. To begin a row of half double crochet, you are going to skip 2 chains, the 2 last chains and the foundation chain that we had done already. So we are going this time to do a yarn over before inserting the hook and the loop that we're going to be working. Now we're going to continue working this time with the top loop. So we count 1 and 2 chains, and we are going to work on the 3rd chain and the top loop. We insert the hook, but we had yarn over first. Insert the hook, you pull your yarn through, and now we have 3 loops on the hook. So we do a yarn over, and we are going to pull the yarn all the way through the 3 loops. This is our first half double crochet. Let's go back again and work in the next chain. So this is our next chain, and this is the top loop. So we insert the hook, we do a yarn over, and we pull our yarn through. We have 3 loops, yarn over, and we are going to be pulling through the 3 loops. We have 2 half double crochet. So let's continue working across the chain and yarn over the hook, insert your hook in the top loop of your chain. We have 3 loops, yarn over, and pull your yarn through the 3 loops. Go back again, yarn over, insert your hook in the top loop of chain and 3 loops, yarn over, and pull the yarn through the 3 loops. Come back again, yarn over the hook, insert your hook in the loop, pull through 3 loops, yarn over, and pull through the 3 loops. Another half double crochet. Come back again, same motion, and pull through 3 loops, yarn over, and through the 3 loops. Come back again, another half double crochet, 3 loops, and you pull through. Now another one, we have 3 loops, yarn over, and pull, yarn over, insert your hook, cut your yarn and pull through 3 loops, yarn over the hook, and you pull the 3 loops. We have the last chain, so we're going to do a yarn over, go through the loop, pull through, and we have 3 loops, yarn over, and we have another half double crochet. So now we had a complete row. Let's count how many we have, counting from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 half double crochet. So we have the turning chain too, and this turning chain is count as a half double crochet. Let's do another row. To begin another row of half double crochet, we have to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we turn our work. And this time, with the yarn over the hook, we're going to skip the first half double crochet, and we are going to be working in the second half double crochet. So we skip the first one and we work in the second. Same thing that we did in single crochet, we have to be sure that we insert in the hook under the 2 loops from the previous row. So we got your yarn over the hook, and we're going to pull, and we're going to have again the 3 loops. So yarn over, and this time we're going to pull also through the 3 loops that we had in the hook. Come back again, yarn over the hook, go to the next stitch, go through, pull your yarn, another yarn over, and you pull through the 3 loops. Again, yarn over the hook, insert your hook, pull through 3 loops, yarn over, and come through the 3 loops. Come back again, yarn over the hook, insert your hook in underneath the loops, 3 loops now, yarn over, and we are coming through the 3 loops. Just move just a little faster to go through the end of this row all the way across. Another one, another half double crochet, 3 loops, and you pull through the 3 loops, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through 3 loops, yarn over the hook, and you pull your yarn through. Continue moving this way. We have another half double crochet. Now we notice we have another one to make right here, so we will work on that one. Go in, pull through, there are 3 loops, yarn over the hook, and you pull your yarn through the 3 loops. Now, this is our turning chain, and we are going to work a half double crochet at the top of that chain to be able to have the same number of stitches in the row. So this is our last half double crochet. Now we count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 11 counting the turning chain. So we count again, counting our turning chain, that is count as a half double crochet. We have to have 11 half double crochet, same numbers that we have in the previous row. Now we're going to the next basic stitch in crochet, and this is the double crochet, and we begin with the slip knot to get our chain, and now we count 12 chains. You have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 chains. To do the double crochet, we have to do a yarn over, and we have to count from the first stitch all the way down 3 stitches that we are going to skip to be able to do our first double crochet. So we count 1, 2, 3, and we are going to work in the 4th chain. This time we are not going to be working on the top loop. We're going to be working on the bottom loop. So we insert our hook there, and we pull through. We have the 3 loops on the hook. Now we do a yarn over, and we're going to pull the yarn through the first 2 loops, and we have 2 loops on the hook. Now we do another yarn over and pull those two loops. Now this is our first double crochet. Let's do another one, and we're working now on the bottom loop of our foundation chain. Insert the hook, and we pull the yarn through. We have 3 loops, yarn over the hook, pull through the 2 first loops, and we have 2 loops on the hook. Another yarn over, and we pull through those 2 loops. Continue working this way, yarn over, insert the hook in the bottom loop, pull through 3 loops on the hook, and we do another yarn over and come through the 2 first loops, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, and through those 2 loops. While we're working all the way through the end of the chain, and we go inserting the hook in the bottom loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the 2 first loops, and yarn over through the last 2 loops. Now come back again, yarn over, insert the hook in the bottom loop. We have 3 loops, yarn over the hook, and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over the hook, and pull through the 2 loops. Another double crochet. Come back again, yarn over the hook goes through the bottom loop, 3 loops on the hook, pass through the first 2 loops, and again, and we had another double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook in the bottom loop. We have 3 loops, yarn over, and we pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, and through the other 2 loops. Come back again. This is another double crochet, and we are working in the bottom loop of the foundation chain. And now we are in the last chain of the row. So we go in, pull, and we come through the two loops and then through the next two loops. Now we finish all the way across. Let's count to see how many double crochet we have in the row. Beginning from the first one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And the turning chain, that is 3 chains, count as a double crochet. Now let's do another row. To begin a double crochet, you have to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3, and turn your work to your left. Yarn over. This time we are not going to work on the first double crochet. We're going to skip that one and we're going to work in the next one. And we have to insert the hook under the 2 loops from the previous row of double crochet. So we did a yarn over. Now we pull our yarn through and yarn over, and we come through the first 2 loops. Yarn over and through the other 2 loops. See, this is our turning chain that we count as a double crochet. Let's do another double crochet. Yarn over, we insert the hook under the 2 loops, come back, pull through, yarn over, we come through the 2 first loops, yarn over and through the other 2 loops. And we are going to work in across on double crochets. So we go all the way through the end of the row. Let's move just a little faster. I know that your fingers are getting a lot better and you will feel comfortable with the stitch. Double crochet is a stitch that is just a little larger than the half double crochet, and is used in many projects that you will be able to do when you learn how to crochet. You're doing it already. Okay, we're going to another double crochet. Yarn over the hook, pull through the 2 first loops, and then yarn over into the 2 loops. Another double crochet, and we go in through the 2 first loops and through the other ones. Okay, now we got to the turning chain. We have to work on that chain. So we do a yarn over, and this time our double crochet is going to be in the top chain to complete the same numbers of double crochet that we had in the previous row. So that means that if we have 10 counting the first chain as a double crochet, we have to have 10 double crochets here too. So we count and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 with the double crochet. If we do to begin, we're moving now to another base stitch in crochet, which is treble or triple crochet. I had already a foundation chain, and we are going to be working our treble crochet there. To do a treble crochet, we need to skip 4 chains, and we are going to be working on the 5th chain. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are going to be working again in the bottom loop. To do a treble crochet, you yarn over twice on the hook. So we go and insert the hook in the bottom loop of the chain, and we pull through. We have now 4 loops on the hook. We do a yarn over, and we're going to be pulling through the first 2 loops. We have 3 loops remaining now. We do another yarn over and pull the through 2 loops, and we have still 2 loops. Now we go back again with the yarn over and pull through. Now this is the length of first treble crochet. That is the same length as the turning chain. So let's go and make another treble crochet. Yarn over the hook twice, and we are going to be working at the bottom loop. Insert the hook, pull your yarn through, and we have 4 loops in the hook. We're going to be moving with the yarn over and coming through the first 2 loops, yarn over, and the next 2 loops, and still we have 2 loops in the hook, and we do another yarn over. This is our second treble crochet. Let's go back again and yarn over twice. Insert the hook in the bottom loop, pull your yarn through. We have 4 loops in the hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, 3 loops remaining in the hook. Now another yarn over and through the next 2 loops, and still 2 loops in the hook, yarn over and pull those 2 loops. Again, yarn over twice, insert the hook in the lower loop, pull through 4 loops in the hook, yarn over and pull 1 time, yarn over another time, and yarn over and another time. So you can count by numbers and you can see if it's easy for you. Let's go. Yarn over twice, insert the hook in the bottom loop, pull your yarn through 4 loops in the hook, and then yarn over 1 time, yarn over, pull 2 times, yarn over and pull 3 times. Come back again, 1 and 2 times. We do yarn over on the hook, bottom loop, pull through 4 loops in the hook, yarn over and come through 1 time, yarn over, come 2 times, and yarn over and 3 times. Okay, now we had a row here that is working in treble crochet. The treble crochet had another variation that is double treble and treble treble. Let's practice on the same chain these other 2 stitches. So to do a double treble, we do a yarn over 1 time, 2 times, and 3 times on the hook. So you see a lot of loops in the hook right now. And we're working in the bottom loop. So we insert the hook right there, pull our yarn through, and now let's count to see how many loops we had in the hook now. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That means that this stitch is going to be longer than the treble crochet. So let's go and do a yarn over, and we're going to pull through the first 2 loops, and there are 4 loops now remaining on the hook. Go back again and do a yarn over, and we're going to get that yarn through the next 2 loops. 3 loops remaining on the hook. Another yarn over, and you pull through 2 loops, and still we have 2 more loops in the hook, and then another yarn over and pull through. Now compare the length of the double treble with the treble crochet. Okay, now we're going to do a yarn over 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and 4 times. And this time we're going to be working on a treble crochet. We're working on the bottom loop of the chain. We're going with the needle right there, pull our yarn through. Let's count now how many loops we had in the hook. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 loops. And we're going to have more motion in there. Yarn over, and we're coming through the first 2 loops. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 loops in the hook. Now another yarn over, going through 2 loops. And we have now 4 loops in the hook. Another yarn over, and we pull through the next 2 loops, and still we have 3 loops in the hook. Yarn over, and we pull through 2 loops, and still 2 loops in the hook. Now another yarn over, and you pull through those 2 loops. See, now we had a larger stitch, and this one is the treble. Let's do another one. 1 time, 2 times, 3, 4, and 5 times yarn over the hook. Insert the hook in the bottom loop. We pull through, and we had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then here we go. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Now we had some kind of a ladder over here. You see, from the first turning chain that counts as a treble crochet, and we went all the way up. We had some trebles, and we had double treble and treble trebles. So they are used to do projects that you can see, and here you had already like an increasing. And I had a tip for you how to use the treble crochet to make something that you can be using in different ways. Well, let me show you the sample. I have now a sample of how to use a combination of single crochet and treble crochet, and that's the tip that I want to share with you. I can use this one in YouTube to do with a piece of ribbon that is almost the same width as the treble crochet. When you weave that ribbon in between stitches, I'm going to be weaving in between two stitches. So I go in, two, and then I go back again and pull my ribbon, come back, and weave in between two stitches, and those stitches are treble crochet. And the decoration that you see at the top and at the bottom part is rows of single crochet. So we are almost through the end. Now take a look. This can be used for many things, like you can be used as a choker when you get it around your neck. You can make a nice bracelet with that. You can have a belt. You can do another row of double crochet if you want to, or one row of single crochet, another treble if you want something wider than that, and it looks beautiful. I have a chain ready, and I'm going to give a tip to you. And this time, we are going to use this chain, but we are going to be working on the wrong side, and you see how beautiful it looks for a project that you can use in anything. So let's go. This is the wrong side, and this is our right side. So we're going to be working in the second loop, which is this one here. So we insert the hook without getting any yarn over. We can do single crochet right there. So we go in, pull, we have two loops, and come through the two loops. Okay, go back, this is the wrong side. Insert the hook in one loop, pull your yarn through, we have two loops, and we're working on single crochet on this foundation chain. Come back again, insert the hook in the back loop in the wrong side of the chain. We pull, we have two loops, and complete our single crochet. Come back again, and we look in the back, and we go into the next loop, which is this one. We pull through two loops, and we have another single. Let's go back again in the back, and we pull through another single crochet, insert the hook in the back loop, pull, we have two loops, and our single crochet. Go in the back loop, yarn over and pull, yarn over and through the two loops. Go insert the hook in the back loop, yarn over the hook and pull, two loops, yarn over and pull through the two loops. Insert the hook in the back loop, pull your yarn through, two loops in the hook, yarn over and pull through another single crochet, and we have a last chain, and we're working in the back loop. So you pull through and yarn over the hook and pull. Now you can see we have all the V shapes of the chain here, and also you can see it in the other side of that foundation chain. It looks beautiful. Now that you have learned the basic stitches in crochet, I will show you how to use them together to accessorize anything you want to. Like this present that I'm holding right now, I just use chain and a slip stitch to create this cord that I use in this present. You can use also combine two colors, and you can use it as a belt. Put together one tray simple yarn with some of the novelty yarns, and you can let your imagination go wild. To begin this project, we will need a ball of medium weight yarn and a crochet hook US H8 5 millimeters, and begin with slip knot, twist, pick up, and pull. Now you introduce your hook and the loop and begin counting few chains. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 more to have a nice length, and you will see that with this few chains you will be able to make a little and nice bracelet. So now that we had enough, we can cut them, but I think it will be a good length around your wrist. And then let's move to the slip stitch. Skip the first chain and we're going to be working in the back loop. So slip stitch, go with the needle in the top loop, bring your yarn over and through the chain, and go all the way until you finish the last chain in the all the way across the chain. So you begin seeing already the cord that you can do using only one strand of yarn. And something as simple as this, you can use it in different, to decorate anything that you want. This one in particular is going to be very short, and it will be twice the size if you want to look with something just a little more, to use it in another way. So if we get to that length, you will be able to make a nice bracelet. Now, if you put together this yarn, well, let's cut this part, and I show you how to make a little knot to finish this, and it will be your bracelet ready. You pull, and you got a little knot. So you can use the same to go through here, and you have the bracelet. Now, let's put together this multicolor yarn with another color that can be a contrast color. I'm using pink, and the multicolor that had shades of pink, and also purple and also blue. But before beginning in this project, I had a tip for you. Just use any size of Ziploc bags with a zipper, or just something that you can close to. Put both balls of yarn inside, leaving the ends of each one of them out. Close one side to the other one, leaving only opening for where the yarn is coming through. That way you avoid having your yarn all tangled when you're working. That will be a lot easier for you to work this way. So let's begin working now. Instead of one strand, we're going to make the same cord but using 2 strands of yarn. And let's begin with the slip knot right here. And let's use a bigger size of needle. This time I'm going to be using I9 5.5 millimeters. So our needle goes in, begin making some chains. I'm going to make, you can make as many as you want, to cover the project that you wanted. If you want a bracelet, you can go twice the size of the one that we did before. If you want a belt, you can count even 100 depending the length of what you want it. You want to wrap a present, and you can make it longer, and you can use the same thing that you're using to decorate your gift. You can use it as a belt, or you can use it whatever way your imagination lets you go. So let's come back in this one. See, we see now different colors in this cord, but simple if you put 3 or 4 together. You don't need to do the slip stitch. You can just go with a plain chain and that would be beautiful, both sides, front and back. So let's go and work slip stitch in this one for you to see a cord that make following the same way that we did with one strand. You do the same. You go with your needle between two back loops, and slip stitch, back loop, yarn through, and slip stitch all the way until you finish all the chains that you had at the beginning of your project. This is working with two strands only, chain and slip stitch. We are going to compare the size of this, not in the length but in the width, and you can see the difference when you're working with 2 strands of yarn together than you instead of using only one. So let's try to match it with the other one. This is the first one that we had using chains and slip stitch and only 1 strand of yarn. This one is using 2 strands of yarn and also chain and slip stitch. But also you can do something completely different. If you work with any of those medium weight yarn and you accessorize with a novelty yarn like this one that I have right now here. This is it, lashes in this one. You can double the strand or you can use just only one. Let's try with that one. I think we had enough to show how those 3 strands work together when you slip stitch. So you go to the upper loop or back loop, you got your yarn over and you come through the 2 loops, come back again, go through the next top loops, yarn over, and you come through holding all the 3 strands together. Let's go all the way. Okay, using a smaller needle, you can be able to pull those lashes out. Just going in the same motion that you do and just with your finger. I like for me it's easier to do it with your finger because you can go either side, the sides, and you turn it the other side and pull it through all the way, so you can have all those lashes out and you will be able to show more. And in particular for cords, I'm happier working with the slip stitch and chain instead of working with the single crochet. So let's finish the whole project with all the chain that we had. I had a boo-boo right here. See, I had only 2 loops over here. I'm missing my novelty yarn, so I had to pick it up. I got it right here in the loop. So you go back again to your hook, and you had 3 of them. You have to be very sure to keep all those 3 strands together. And so come back and go to the next one, and this is the last one. So we came through all the way. Now we have the 3 together. We will be able to cut. I don't know if you noticed, but I keep my my scissors. I keep it with a piece of ribbon. That is easy for me to find it anytime that I need it. Okay, let's go and cut, leaving some nice tail separated, and we are going to make a little knot. So first you can get a knot with the 3 strands that you had just cut. Pull it, and now you had the other one from the foundation chain. Just make another knot, and all right, we're ready to have the bracelet. But before we can pull some of the lashes out as much as you can, because they need to be shown everywhere you know, in all the directions. And when you are through with all that, you can go and put it around your wrist. This one is enough to make it 2 times. You make a knot right here, and you had a nice bracelet. All right, this is crochet without a hook, and I had now 3 strands, pink, blue, and the hot pink with the lashes. So we begin with the regular slip knot. Get your fingers in it, and we are going to practice now. Instead of one strand of yarn, we have in 3. So there I go, pick up and pull through, and come back again, all the way down. Pick up your yarn and pull it through, come back and come back, and begin going down with your thumb. That you're holding your chain down, and then every time that you make 2 or 3, you go back again and hold it in the other position. So I'm going faster now, and you will see how beautiful it is, and you don't have to have the crochet hook with you at this time. So this is one of those kind of thing that you can make when you are in a hurry and you want to do something really nice to decorate the gift, or to do any other project that comes to your mind. So you can go back and forth, pulling down. You want longer, you can pull, you can make your loops longer if you want longer chains, or you can go closer, you want the chain to be, well, you know, closer together. So I will show you when I go farther with this one, I can show you how they look. Let's go now with longer, making longer the chains. If I am too fast for you, let me slow down just a little bit for you to catch me, okay? So I go with a long one, come back with my 2 fingers, pull down the chain that you're making, keep it moving back and forth, 1 and 2, keep and pick it up and come through the loop, pick it up, come through the loop and pull down. Keep it moving and moving as long as you want your chain to be. So let's take a look. Is this cute? Easy and fast. But it's wonderful to know how to crochet using all the kind of hook that we have now in the market, from the smaller size to the bigger size. But it's fun to do it also with your finger, isn't it? Okay, now I'm going to show you another different way to make a cord. This time you need to have your hook. You can use the I9 5.5 millimeters, and it's holding 2 strands together, or you can have 2 strands on the other side too, but you have to separate them. You have to hold one with your index and another one with your thumb. So you go first, pick up the one in your right, and you come through the 2 chains that you had over here. Now, working under these 2 loops, you pick up the one that you had on the other side, and you come through the first chain there. Now, work on the other side, pull through the chain, go again in it, and pull the pink. Let's qualify colors. Now we go back to the 2 strands, come back again and go in the pink and pick it up. Come back again, you have 2 loops, pick up the blue and the lashes, come through. Now you go through your pink, hold your pink and pull through the loop, come back again. So you're making really chain here, but they are double because you have been holding 2 strands separate in one side and then another one in the other side. You can use in this, and with the thumb you can use two and the 2 different colors over here, and that would work beautiful. So let's continue working in the loops and coming through chains. So come back again to the 2 strands here, go back again to the pink and get ready your thumb and come through, and you can keep it moving. Let me show you how they look now. Let's do one final here with the pink and now we can cut all together when you get to the end. So this is the way that will look. This is the front and this is the back. And same thing that you did before, you can pull all this eyelashes from here to have more in there, all the way down, in the back and the front of the chain. So this is a double chain to be able to make another way of cord. Why not to begin with a traditional granny square? We can do different kind of projects with them. We can begin making afghans. We can change the colors, and we can go around in one color, change to another one, and so on. And you can be able to make projects as a scarf, handbags, pot holders, and anything that you can bring to. After you learn how to go around, you will be delighted to see all the projects that you can conquer just doing the granny square. Let's begin working with our granny square. And to do that, we need to have a ball of medium weight yarn and also a crochet hook. And for this one, we need to have I9 5.5 millimeters hook. Let's begin making our slip knot. Now with the hook in it, adjust the tension. Remember, not close to the hook, but close to the way that you hold your needle. We are going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we are going to slip stitch in the last chain. Go in, yarn over, come through both loops, and we form a ring. Now we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. The 3 chains are going to count as the first double crochet. So double crochet, yarn over the hook, we're going into the ring and come through. We have 3 loops, come through 2 loops, with loops remaining in the needle, and then yarn over and come through. This the first double crochet. Let's do another one. Get into the ring, come through 2 loops and 2 more loops. Now we had the 3 chains from the beginner, and then we have 2 double crochet in the ring. Now to separate and begin making the corners of the granny, we're going to chain 1, 2, and 3 times, going into the ring and make 3 double crochet. So yarn over, we go in and work in our 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Now we need to have 4 corners, so we will chain 1, 2, and 3 again, and we are going to have 3 more double crochets into the ring. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 more double crochets into the ring. And you see me going faster, and I know that you are doing the same, because at this point, knowing the basic stitches, and I know that you have been practicing, you will be able to follow me. So another thing that I want you to notice that I have in common with the tail that I have after I make the ring, and what I try to do is to weave all the tail all the way and around the ring when I'm working. Now we're going to finish chain 1, 2, and 3 times, and we are going to our first chain, and we are going to get slips, inserting the needle in the top chain. We're going to slip stitch. Go in, pull 1 time and 2 times, and we had the slip stitch. Now you can see we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 corners. Each corners are 3 chains, and into the ring, counting the first chain as a double crochet, you have to have 3, 6, 9, and 12 double crochet separated for 3 chains. All right, we're going to the next round. We're going to slip stitch and the first 2 double crochet. Let's go in under the 2 loops, pull through and slip 1, and then we go in, slip another time, and then you get into the chain space of 3 and slip another time. 3 slip stitch. Now we're going to begin again with chain 1, 2, and 3, and 2 double crochet into the same space. We have 1 double crochet and another one. This is a corner, so we're going to chain 1, 2, and 3. Go into the same space. We're going to work it out 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to have 1 chain that is going to separate from the next 3 double crochets that are going to be in the next corner of chain 3. So we're going to double crochet 3 times, we're going to work now in the corner, which is chain 3, and 3 more double crochet in the same space. 2 and 3. Chain 1 to separate from the next corner. So we're going into the space of chain 3 and double crochet 3 times. Oops, we have to try to keep all those plies together. So let's go back again to the second one and come back. We have 3 double crochet. Now the corner, chain 3. Now 3 more double crochet, same space in the corner. We have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, separation, chain 1. Go to the next corner and do 3 more double crochet. We have 2 and then 3. Okay, now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and go in the same space, 3 more double crochets, 1 more, and now we need to have the space, chain 1, and go to the top of the 3 chain and slip stitch again. Slip stitch. Okay, now we have the 4 corners and we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 spaces of chain 1. And this time we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24 double crochet. So let's go back. Continue working in this manner until you complete 4 rounds to finish our granny square. Well, we are now in the last round. We had 1, 2, 3, and 4 rounds. We are ready to slip stitch in the top chain. Okay, now we're ready to cut off, leaving just a little tail, about 5-6 inches, and make a knot. You pull. Now we need to know how to weave those ends, and to do so you do the following. Just get your needle thread. You need to have a yarn needle to do that, and coming down the stitch in the back, this is the front and this is the wrong side. So working on the wrong side, you're going to go down between stitches, just weaving all those ends through at least 2 inches at least 2 inches, and when you get through that, go back again to the top and weave in into the same stitches. I did just a little short cut in there, but it's better to go at least 2 inches down. When you are through with that, just cut that part off, and you had a nice finishing, because any work that you leave with knot will be not nice. Now you can weave also the ends when you do the ring, but remember that I was covering all of them, so you can go another time and after that you cut that too. So you had a very clean look on that. Now to put together the square to be able to make the scarf, you do the following. Just thread your needle, trying to match the same color of one of the granny square, and begin working from one corner to the other one. You can put your blocks one in front of the other one and begin at the corner, just catching one in the center of the chain and in the other one, working, leave a little tail to weave in later, and then you go from one chain to the other one, and you're going to be crossing, like making some whip stitch. You can use whip stitch, or you can use an overcast. Overcast will be very nice. You can work in the wrong side if you want to, but see that I'm catching one stitch from one square and another one from the other one. You can go all the through down. You can do it in the back too if you prefer to do it in the wrong side. You can do exactly the same thing. Go from one chain to the other one, just 2 loops. You come back, go back again, all the way down. When you are through, you have to weave all the ends, and you can do in the same way that I showed before. So this is the look that you're going to have, and when you're through with all the square that you use in this scarf, that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 square. If you want it longer, you can make more. You can work it out even with 1, 2, 3 rounds only. I use single crochet all the way around after I finish, and I use my multicolored yarn. And to add some embellishment to that, why not to use some of the yarn that you have left from the project, and make just a little touch in there, making the fringe. And to do so, what I did is I use a piece of cardboard, and I roll from my yarn. I got a piece of cardboard, the length that you want it, hold it in one side, and you begin wrapping all the way around this way. When you have the one that you think that you will need, just cut off in one end, and you're going to end having pieces of yarn like the one that I'm holding right now here. I'm going to pull it out of the scarf so you can see how I put it together. So you use a crochet hook to do that. Go in the space that you're going to get your fringe, fold it in half, get your crochet hook in the center, and pull in the other side, all this together. And this one I had 4 pink and 4 blue. When I get through, I hold together both, pull through the knot, and you had a nice, very nice finishing. So this scarf is made with 9 granny squares, decorated with single crochet all the way around, and in each end this beautiful fringe. We had a lot of fun crocheting in rows from side to side. Now we are beginning to work in rounds, like little hat that I had right here, with a regular yarn, and just accessorize with a cord. Or even we can go fancier and have another hat, but with a change using a novelty yarn, like this one over here that I had. Isn't this cute? Now we're going to begin working in rounds. And to do so, I had this beautiful hat that is just chains and double crochet, and it will show you also the way to increase and decrease. I'm going to be using a medium weight yarn, one of novelty yarn, and crochet hook I9 5.5 millimeters. So let's begin making the slip knot, and we're going to do chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. After chain 4, slip stitch in the last chain. After slip stitch, we're going to do chain 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we're going to get, now we're going to go into the ring, and we're going to make a double crochet. So yarn over, get into the ring, and then come through 2 loops and the other 2 loops. Chain 1, again we're going into the ring. We have to have 7, counting the 4 chain that we did at the beginning. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're missing 1. So double crochet into the ring, chain 1. Now we're going to slip stitch and the 1, 2, 3 chain, and we're going to slip stitch right there. Now we have 7 double crochet into the ring. Now let's count and go 1, 2, 3, and 4 chains, and we're going to be working now double crochet in the space of chain 1 between the 2 double crochet. So we do 1 double crochet there and chain 1. Now double crochet and the next double crochet. We are increasing to be able to get the shape of the hat. Chain 1, go into the chain 1 space and double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and the next double crochet, and so on. So we can continue working this matter until we end the row, and we are going to have the double of the number of double crochet that we had in the previous row. So let go, another 1, chain 1, double crochet on the space 1 chain, and chain 1, double crochet in the next double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the next space 1 chain, chain 1, double crochet in the double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the space chain, chain 1, double crochet and the double crochet, chain 1, double crochet and the space chain 1, chain 1, and now slip stitch 1, 2, 3, and the third chain from the first 4 chain and a slip stitch. So those are all increases. Now we had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14 double crochet. The next change, the increase that are going to be is only on the numbers of chains. So we begin with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chains, and we are going to be working not on the space of chain 1 but on top of the double crochet. So we have to have this time 14 double crochet. So go back again into the double crochet and chain 1 and 2, come back again to the next double crochet and you double crochet, repeat the same thing, chain 2, double crochet in the next double crochet, and you continue working in that manner until you finish all 14 double crochets. Okay, we have finished round 3, but I forgot something that I have for you, and it's a little tip, and it's how to use a stitch marker for you to be able to find out when your round begins and when it will end. So you place this in one of the chains that we already have made, you will know that that is going to be a beautiful way to help you to go through easy. Now let's begin round number 4, and to do so we have chain 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to do increases in the round in the same way that we did in the second one. So we go into the chain 2 space and work 1 double crochet, and you chain 1, double crochet in the next double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the next space, chain 1 and double crochet in the next double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the chain 2 space, then chain 1, and I don't know if you follow with me when I'm getting my hook when I go and work in my single crochet, in my double crochet. We can go into the 2 chains that are on the, you can see through the hook, so you get up and come back and work through 2 loops and then through all the loops. So this is one way to follow this one. Now we're working on the space 2 chain, chain 1, go to my next double crochet, go in, come to my 2 loops in my thread loop. So you continue working this matter until you finish the whole round and slip stitch in the 3rd chain of the 4th one that you begin the round. Let's continue that matter. After this round, it will be no other chains, so that means that you will be working double crochet separated by 2 chains. You have to repeat this 5 times until you get to the point that you have to begin using your novelty yarn. Okay, let's move my marker to the row, and I have been moving it all the way up. So we're almost through on the 11th round, and finish with chain 2, slip stitch 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to be introducing the next round working together with 1 strand of yarn and the novelty yarn. And at the same time, I'm going to give a tip to you, and is how to attach or to join another yarn with the one that is in process, or when you are working and you're through with one ball of yarn and you have to attach another one. So we're going to do is, I'm going to work my 2nd chain together with the new yarn, and from there I'm going to begin and going to do my slip stitch in my 3rd chain, and I pull both of them together. Now that I have them, I have to be sure that I have to keep them together all the time. Now we're going to chain 1 and do a single crochet in the same space on the chain, single crochet, and go back to the center of the chain 2, and we are going to do another single crochet. Go to the double crochet, insert your needle, come with your yarn through, and come in another single crochet. So all the round are you going to be working on single crochet all the way around. 1 single crochet goes into the space chain, and another one is going into the double crochet. Continue working all this way until the end, and after the round you have to go back and continue working with another one. Well, we are close to the end of this round, and we're going to slip stitch in the first single crochet that we had in the beginning of the row. So we are right here, pull through, and we have the round ready. Now I'm coming with a tip for you, and I want to work it out with all with the yarn that we using as an embellishment. Most of the time when you're working with this kind of yarn, in the right side of your work, they're going to be less fur or lashes than in the wrong side. So one of my way to find out how to solve that problem is turning your work inside out and working on the wrong side, which is going to be your right side when you finish, and you will find out that more of your lashes are going to be on that opposite side. Another way to do it is when you finish your whole work, using your tapestry needle, you can begin moving back and forth in different directions, and pulling your stitches that are in the other side, you putting them out. But don't do it unless you finish weaving all the ends, or you finish the next round that it will be the last one to finish this work. So either work that work better for you, you use it. I find out that using my tapestry needle in this direction, and even with my fingers, I can get some of the fur all the way out, because you need to show what you're using to embellish this little hat. So come back again and continue working the last round of this hat. So we are going to chain one and single crochet in the first single crochet, and continue working all the way around, holding the two yarn together to be able to finish with a nice edging. So work one single crochet in each single crochet, and be very sure that you're holding both strands of yarn together. So just continue working this matter until we get to the end. Okay, here we're going to go through our last single crochet and slip stitch in the first single crochet that we have, and we are through with the hat. Now, last step, fast enough, cut off your yarn, fast enough in the way that we learned before, just pulling your yarn through all the way and pull them together. Now, we need to weave all these ends in. You can do it with both strands of yarn together, or you can do it with one and then the next one. Oh, let's go back again. Let's try with one first and then with the next one. Same way that we did before. This time we can go underneath the stitches and the stitches in the last row. You can weave all the ends all the way through. When you finish with one of the strands of yarn, do the same thing with the other one. And when you're through, you are able to cut those ends there. Do the same in the top of your inside your hat. You see this piece, go around all the way through with the end, and when you're through, cut it out in the same way, and the same way with the other one. So you weave all those ends like I showed you before during the DVD. And I'm going now to be using my yarn needle to be able to get all these lashes from that are inside, that they're very close to. So you get into the end, just move. You can move faster, easy going. Use your finger, you feel more comfortable about it. Try not to hurt yourself with the needle. And they can come out and they will look as beautiful as the one that I have finished over here. See the difference comparing this one with this one? So this is the process that you have to go, pulling all your lashes, and you have a beautiful, beautiful hat that you can wear for different occasions. We had a lot of fun learning how to crochet. After making the projects in the video, putting all those stitches together, you will be able to make projects such as this. This is a plain t-shirt, embellished, just changing the neckline with some shells and also the edging. This little top, you can also work with few stitches, mixing double crochets, chain, single crochet, mixing colors, and you can have something as nice as this little dress. This is another one of my design that has special made for my granddaughter. You can tell mixing all the stitches double crochets, single crochets, shells. Also, you can embellish with buttons in the back, just a little piece of ribbon, and you can have such a beautiful dress like this one. Don't forget to watch for my next video. Bye bye.